Social Security, Regina speaking. May I help you?
Hi, Regina. I'd like to make an appointment to drop off a completed application packet.
Okay. How about Friday at 10:30?
Sounds great.
Sounds good to me. And the claimant's last name?
Bones,
And the Social Security number, 4 digits, last 4 digits?
0874.
Okay, good. I'll see you then.
Excellent. Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Bye.
Having someone there on the other end who knows you and is waiting for you and is ready to take that medical summary report and all that information, it really just changed that dynamic.
Hi, good afternoon. Nice seeing you again.
Hey, Regina.
Hey,
Good to
Regina.
How you doing?
Good to see you.
What you
we
got
have-
for me?
We have Dwayne Bones' application packet.
Okay.
And it's got the medical summary report in there.
Okay.
Some medical records, the paper SSI application. What else?
Got the 1696 and the 827.
Okay. And you did get your protective filing date for him through the office, right? And we did all this on the internet.
Yep,
Okay.
yep. We've got those online applications, the SSDI and the disability report.
Okay, great, great. Well, Mr. Bones, as soon as we get going, he should be okay.
All
Hopefully
right,
it won't
well,
take too long. If I need
yeah.
anything, I'll call you.
Yeah,
Alright.
definitely give me a call.
Okay, we'll do.
right.
Thanks so
Thanks so
much.
much,
You have a
yeah.
nice day.
Good to see you.
Okay, bye.
We'd like to talk about the process that the Social Security Administration, SSA, and the Disability Determination Services, DDS, use to process disability applications. This disability determination process has some common elements that are present for the majority of initial applications. However, every application is unique, and a number of things may delay the process for applicants whose applications are not complete or who do not have sufficient medical evidence to document their disability. SOAR works to develop complete applications, provide quick follow-up, and ensure ongoing communication with SSA and DDS. Using SOAR, we can help shorten processing times by submitting medical records with the application, as well as a medical summary report that provides a complete picture of the applicant's ability to function as it relates to work. We're going to take a look at the conventional process and compare it to the SOAR process to show you what a difference SOAR can make. The process begins when a service provider receives a referral or meets someone for the first time. The conventional service provider and the SOAR provider will likely begin in similar ways. They will contact SSA to set the applicant's protective filing date. The conventional provider will do this either by calling SSA, starting the application online, or going into the local office. All of the conventional methods are also available to SOAR providers. In addition, some areas have established a process to fax the SOAR consent form to the local SSA office, indicating the applicant's intent to file. This is where the paths begin to diverge. The conventional service provider will likely give the applicant bus fare and directions to the local SSA field office and encourage them to attend their appointment as scheduled. It is not uncommon for the applicant to miss this appointment, which must be rescheduled. The applicant will then sit with the SSA claims representative and verbally provide as much information as possible. There are often additional required supporting documents that the applicant does not have, which must be brought to the field office on another visit. The application may or may not be flagged as homeless. The SOAR provider will begin an intensive interviewing process to collect complete historical, medical, and functional information from the applicant. The applicant will sign authorizations for the SOAR provider to collect their medical records. The SOAR provider sends those requests out to all of the applicant's treatment providers and continues to follow up for new information. The SOAR provider will complete the SSDI application and the disability report online. They will complete the SSI application on paper and have the applicant sign an SSA 1696 Appointment of Representative form and an SSA 827 Authorization to Disclose Information. Within 60 days of the protective filing date, the SOAR provider will have completed their medical summary report and compiled all available records. They will make an appointment to hand deliver this complete packet to the local SSA office. The SSA claims representative will flag the application as a homeless claim and add SOAR to the remarks section of the electronic file. The next steps are the same for both applications. The local SSA office will make a non-medical decision for SSI and SSDI eligibility. If the applicant is eligible for one or both of the programs, the application will be electronically transferred to the state-operated Disability Determination Services, or DDS, where a disability examiner is assigned. In some states, the SOAR application will be assigned immediately to an examiner who specifically handles SOAR claims. It is important to point out that if the conventional application was not flagged as homeless, it may take longer to get to the DDS and to be assigned to a disability examiner. The disability examiner will look at the SOAR application and review all of the evidence in the file. If they have any questions, they will contact the SOAR provider who submitted the claim as the applicant's appointed representative. If additional information is needed, the SOAR provider will quickly provide it. The disability examiner will be able to make a medical decision on the application and return the electronic file back to the originating SSA field office. SSA confirms the decision and notifies the applicant and the SOAR representative of the decision by letter. Once the conventional application is assigned to a disability examiner, they will begin collecting medical records from the sources listed on the disability report. They will send a request to each treatment source and then wait for the records to be returned. As they start to receive the records, they might notice another treatment source and send an additional request to the new source. Once they have gotten the records, they may decide that they do not have enough information to make a decision, so they may schedule a consultative exam with a contracted physician. Often, applicants who are experiencing homelessness don't have transportation or don't get the appointment notice, and so they do not make it to the scheduled appointment. They must then call the examiner and have the appointment rescheduled. The applicant attends the rescheduled consultative exam, and the consultative examiner has 30 days to complete their report. In the meantime, the disability examiner will have mailed a function report to the applicant and possibly a third party to complete. The examiner may need to contact the applicant to remind them to return their completed function report. An applicant without a phone or stable mailing address can be difficult to get in touch with. When the disability examiner finally has enough information to make a medical or disability decision, they will do so and return the electronic file to the local SSA field office, where SSA will confirm the decision and notify the applicant of the decision by letter. As we hope you can see, providing complete information up front and maintaining ongoing communication with both SSA and DDS will result in applications submitted with a SOAR provider being processed much more quickly, enabling the applicant to start receiving benefits sooner.
Disability, this is Benita. Can I help you?
Hi, Benita. This is Kristen.
Hi, Kristen. It was so nice meeting you at the SOAR meeting. Can't wait to the next one.
Me too. It was great meeting you as well. I just wanted to verify that you have the 1696 on file with Bones' application.
It looks like, yes, we have the 1696 in file.
Does the packet look complete?
The packet is complete, however, I did notice that the mental statics exam is a little outdated. Is there any way you can get me a current one?
Absolutely. We'll take him to his current provider and get that back to you as quickly as we can.
Well, wonderful. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
When a disability examiner gets an application and they start processing the claim, what they do is they take it through a sequential evaluation where they determine whether or not the person meets Social Security's definition of disability.
So I couldn't really believe it, but we got the news that Dwayne was approved. And this is, we all kind of did a little SOAR dance, which I won't imitate right here. This is really huge. This is the first time that I've been able to deliver really good news to Dwayne.
Hey, Bones.
Hey, Bones.
Hey, what up, guys? How are y'all?
All right, how are you?
I'm good.
We got some good news. Yeah, you're approved, both SSI and
Sweet,
SSDI.
dude. Sweet.
All right.
All right.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was really fun working with you, Bones, so thanks for letting us do it.
And it really did just take one time. I mean, I was counting. I remember when we first met, I said, 3 times, and it just took the one. So cool. You guys did do it. So cool.
Kind of the next step, Social Security is going to want you to come into the office and just kind of update some information, sign some forms. And the other thing that they want is they're going to want you to have a representative payee. Do you know what that is?
I'm not really quite sure, but I don't know.
All right, so
Doesn't
it's
sound good.
well, it's not bad. So what it is they just want someone to help you manage your benefits when they get started, and so they'll help you with like a budget and make sure that everything that needs to get paid gets paid. And we know someone, an organization that's really good at doing it.
Okay.
So, and it doesn't have to be a permanent thing. So,
Sweet.
You got any other questions?
So when am I going to get my money?
That's the big one.
That's the big question.
That's the big one.
Yeah.
Well, whenever it's good for you, we'll go into Social Security and get your file updated, and then it usually takes about a week or two to get the payee set up.
Okay.
So, what's a good time for you?
I mean, right now. Yeah. Will I be able to like work some or anything like that?
oh, that's a great question. So, absolutely, you're able to work if you'd like to, and we can talk about some of the ways that that'll affect your benefits. So you won't lose them immediately or anything like that, but they may adjust a little bit as you go back to work, but you'll still have your health insurance and all of that.
How fast will it take to get into housing?
Yeah, well, we can. I know we've talked a little bit about this before, but we can start looking at places where you might want to live, putting in applications, and just see where it goes from there. But yeah, you're right. A lot of doors are going to open up for you.
I mean, it just opens up all kinds of options and stuff for me.
You ready to go?
Yeah, man.
All right,
let's do it.
Let's go. Okay.